Hey guys, Epoch here with a Borderlands 4 video. With the release of Borderlands 4 about 65 days away, I decided to look at the skill tree planner that Maxroll has released and try to come up with some builds. And this is my first attempt at like a Vex theory craft build. When I play Borderlands, my first playthrough, I like to just kind of focus on using the guns and explore what kind of guns are there, just trying to make everything viable, right? Just to try out everything. And I don't want to be pigeonholed into using like a melee weapon or a specific type of gun. So ideally I want to go for a build that lets me use any gun and makes it really good. So based off of that, I came up with this idea on Vex, mainly focusing around kill skills. We're going to take a lot of kill skills and we're just going to use them to increase our damage, the fire rate on our guns, the critical hit damage and stuff like that in general. And the majority of the build synergizes around this skill, Mortal Terror. So Mortal Terror gives us a 5% chance to activate any of our kill skills when we're critically hitting enemies. So this is the core skill we're going to use here. We're going to use it to hit, we're trying to hit a bunch of crits. And as we're hitting crits, we're going to get a stack of kill skill and all of our kill skills. And we're just going to stack up our kill skills and get a bunch of bonuses. Target Prescience over here is another skill that synergizes pretty well with this skill. It gives us 15% flat critical hit chance with any of our guns. So as long as we're shooting, even if we can't hit crits, as long as we're shooting the enemy, we're going to get some critical hit procs, and those will eventually proc our kill skills. And we also have Grave Power. Vex's kill skills gain increased max stacks. At 3 out of 3, this should be plus 3 to max kill stacks. So all of our kill skills that stack, that's how I believe it works, should get up to 3 stacks more. Most of our kill skills have a max of 3 stacks by default, so this is going to double them. So that's the basic idea. We shoot our gun and we get crits, and from the crits we activate our kill skills, stack them up, make guns go brr. Let's start looking at some of the skills we have here. The first, and we are in the Incarnate tree. We're using Incarnate. We're going to be using Witchy Trigger Finger as our augment. Over here, Witchy Trigger Finger will give us a stack every time we hit something with our action skill, and it gives us 15% gun damage, and we can get 3 stacks of this. So that's 45% gun damage flat from just this skill. That's great. We're just going to take that. And our capstone is Vibe Check. The main reason we're taking this is just because we're going down that path and we're going to get to it. It's going to give us, it changes our Eldritch Blast so that now it's a charge skill and it'll ricochet on hitting enemies. And also the cooldown for Eldritch Blast from our gun damage is doubled. So this is nice too, because we'll be able to use Eldritch Blast more often, which will be able to activate our Witchy Trigger Finger augment more often to try to keep up our 45% gun damage from that augment. Then looking at skills, the first skill we have here is Grave Sights. This is a kill skill. It's going to stack up to 3 times, and we're going to get critical hit damage and weapon handling, and that is, I believe, 60% critical hit damage. That's a pretty good number for a tier 1 skin. Of course, this is accounting for getting max stacks, including the bonus from a Grave Power, but that's 60% right there. Next, we have Grave Implements. This is increased gun damage, and I think Grave Implements gives us 90% gun damage and tier 2. So Grave Implements here gives us 90% gun damage. Next we have Grave Power, which is the kill skill stacking bonus, and Target Prescience, which is giving us our 15% crit chance. We have Drinkful, which is whenever Vex deals gun damage, gain a stack of Drinkful, increasing fire rate. So this is not a kill skill. This just requires us to shoot. And as long as we're shooting, we're gonna keep getting more fire rate. This will stack up to 30% fire rate here. Next we have Mortal Terror. Mortal Terror here is the main skill that we're building around. Chance to trigger kill skills when critically hitting enemies. It'll go up to 5%. So as long as we're shooting enemies constantly, we're going to be proccing all of our kill skills. We will also go into Grave Vitality. It's a kill skill again. Vex gains increased maximum health capacity and maximum health regeneration. I think that's 6.5% health regen and 65% max health. This is something we're just taking here just to kind of as a filler to get down to this skill here, which is Essence Leech. Vex gains lifesteal. We have just 1 point here. That's going to give us straight 2% lifesteal, and when our action skill is active, that's 4%. Based off of previous Borderlands games, that's enough to stay alive. Depending upon how scalings works, we might need to put a few more points here, might move some things around. We'll see, but most likely this should suffice. So that's the Incarnate tree. Let's go take a look at the Dead Ringer tree. In the Dead Ringer tree, we take Cold Iron. This is just flat 15% gun damage. It's not conditional, it's always active. That's a decent amount for a tier 1 skill. Then we have Grave Assault. This is again a kill skill. Vex and our minions gain increased fire rate for a duration. That's 45% at max stacks over here. It's pretty good. And then we're taking Grave Fiends. This is pretty much the main reason where we're coming into the Dead Ringer tree, because this is another kill skill. Vex and our minions deal increased damage. This should stack up to 60% increased damage dealt. And this is damage dealt, not gun damage, so this should be multiplicative with gun damage. That's a lot of damage there. So that's all the skills. Let's talk about what are the actual overall stats we're getting from this, right? So from Grave Fiends, we already looked at before, we're getting 60% all damage bonus. From Grave Implements, Witchy Trigger Finger, and Cold Iron, we're getting up to 150% gun damage bonus. Between Grave Assault and Drinkful, we're getting 75% fire rate bonus. We're getting a 60% critical hit bonus from Gravesides. We have 2% lifesteal all the time and 4% when our kill skill is active from Essence Leech. We have 65% more max health and 6.5% health regen from Grave Vitality. We have 15% crit chance from target Prescience and 5% chance to just activate kill skills on crit from Mortal Terror. So that's a lot of stats, and it's all non-conditional. It's just pick up any gun and shoot. That said, there are guns that are going to be better with this and it's going to be worse. Some stuff like snipers, where we're not shooting too often and shooting with like one powerful shot, might not stack kill skills as fast. But what we kind of want to prefer using is either fast firing weapons or weapons with a lot of pellets, so that we're just hitting the enemies quite often to proc our crit chance and our crit chance to activate skills as well. That's it, kind of. That's my focus here. This is the max roll link here. I'll put this in the description. Thanks for watching, guys, and let me know what you think about the build in comments below. Thanks.